Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Disco Elysium. This is Gurtalon RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today as we hunt for many things. Boy. Let's just have a chat with her one more time.
Give me a moment.
The cleaning lady still seems to be having difficulty breathing. I'm looking for Martin Martinez, I'm gonna say. The cleaning lady smiles a gap-toothed smile when she hears you mention the name. Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry. What do you mean? I wasn't joking. Pea-brain, someone played a trick on you. Martin Martinez is a name for anyone from Martinez. Like Jim Jamrock or Roll Ravachol. Oops, you really didn't get the joke there. That's not a joke, Rhetoric. That is not a joke. Kim, hopefully, cutting in and helping me out. I thought it was obvious. He stops before he offends you. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness name. I know we don't. Who are you? I'm gonna ask. I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these halls. Do you live here? If you can call it living. She spits on the floor before wiping it off with a broom. I have a little room upstairs, right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet, but I don't complain, no. She juts out her chin, eyes shining. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company, and that's all I need from this world. How about a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony? Do you know where he lives? Yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right? She looks at the other end of the hallway. Somewhere in the building, a child... Oh, no, that's our perception, our hearing talking. Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show, and someone taking a shower. What's he in trouble for? No trouble, I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives? Talk? The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath. He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. She points to the east. He's usually home in the evening. Thank you, Kim says and turns to me. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony, see if he's home. Well, thanks. I'm off. That is really good, actually, that we got that. Because that's the reason why I came here in the first place. Number 28. It shouldn't be an issue. Now, how to get to the balcony? That's another question altogether. That's how to get to the balcony. I really like those little words, basically. It's the text that I like. I like the design of it. Because it's diegetic and at the same time not. It's really good. So number 28. I wouldn't know where it is. It is this one. This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives. I know, reaction speed. That was very good. Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door, says Kim. I'm gonna knock. No one answers. It looks like the young man we're looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. He looks around, taking in the cold spring air. We should return tonight after we have finished with our day's duty. How about 2100? Sounds good? Am I making a... I'm gonna ask this. Because I don't know what's about to happen. What are you talking about? The smoker on the balcony, he says. This is where... this is why we're here, right? He might know something about the murder. So tonight, 2100. Yeah, sounds good. 2100. Tonight, 2100, says Kim. Right here, apartment number 28. He writes it down in his little notebook. Good, let's go. Yep, we're doing that. I didn't know what that question was about, and that's why I was a little bit confused. It's weird the way they talk about the hours, and it's certainly weird the way I read them out loud, because I don't know how else to read them, because I don't know how to say the hours in English at the best of times, let alone when you give me a weird notation. It's best I can do. How would you say that? 21 hours? That's 21 o'clock? That's not right. I don't know. Anyway, let's explore a little bit more, be a little bit more thorough before we leave. This isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words, says our encyclopedia. Yes, the famous inverted pentagram with deer antlers. It was part of the USSR flag and all. Actually, I'm saying this. I don't know. The USSR was, yeah, it was definitely part of the USSR. Definitely not the hammer and the sickle. Look out, Kim. There are communists around here. Let's inspect the symbol closer. Why is this not a check? Is that actually, because this iconography is actually more akin to Wiccans and paganism than anything I know. But of course, fear-mongering mixes all the things. So I suppose this might be a reference to the Red Scare or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm gonna inspect the symbol closer. The star and antler was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mazov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antler retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure. Okay, so I'm not really sure. Oh, the star is upside down. I thought it was a pentagram. A 5-pointed star. Yeah. Well, there's a difference between a pentagram and a star. It being inverted is actually the opposite of the traditional being, with a point to the top, which is a protective sort of charm or something. And inverting it means that you're asking the devil to, at least that's the popular perception of it anyway, asking the devil to show up and be like, hey, do you want to smoke some weed? Do you want to play some D&D games? And of course then you would do that, because of course, why wouldn't you? Why is the star upside down, I'm going to say? To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, social democrats were already using it. Some social democrats were already using it. So these communists went along with social democrats? Man, I'm missing the word. I was gonna make a joke that was gonna work. What's the word? Incrementalist. Those incrementalists. Anyway, I ruined the joke. What's the deal with the antlers? I'm all talking with encyclopedia, by the way. The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it. Why white? Because white is the color of peace. What does it evoke in me? Nothing at all yet. Right now it's just meaningless shapes on the wall. It's not meaningless, because I actually don't know what we were looking at. I think it might be that one over there. Our interfacing is terrible. This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 21. A padlock. Anybody can pick a padlock. Given enough time, anyway. Well, it's not quite like that. If you have the tools, you can pick it. Maybe. Depends. So, what do we have? Chain cutters. Let's give it a try. Do I want it? Probably not. I can't. I can examine the padlock. Hand scissors, not chain cutters. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. So you say. If it's made out of what's that really good material that costs a bunch of money if you want to get the chains that are good? I don't know what it is. It's like you need proper heavy machinery to get that stuff. I'm gonna refrain from commenting. The lieutenant. Ooh. The lieutenant is concentrated on the hallway, scanning both ways for any approachers. And I can use the chain cutters from here. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Use the chain cutter to cut through the padlock. Let's do this. What are you doing? Says our interface. You're trying to cut the body of the lock with the chain cutters and it's really not working. It's fine. I believe it's the shackle you mean to cut, detective, says Kim. He points to the corroded loop with a gloved finger. He's just trying to help. Don't take it bad. Relax. These chain cutters are broken, Kim. Perhaps you should give it another go. Perhaps I should. Kim pointed out the shackle. Yes, I'm very good at this. There we go. The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls on the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now. After you, detective, says Kim. This is all very nonchalant. We're just doing our thing. I'm gonna get my flashlight, just in case, Kim. Thanks for the help, by the way. I did take a morale hit, but who cares about that? Warded door. Warded door, that's a fancy way of saying it. Well, we were talking about demons and things, so I guess this is demons and D&D, I should say. And we have the bust of Marov, maybe. What was the name? Definitely not Karl Marx. Oh, I see the reminiscence. I mean, the star, anyway. It's kind of like that. It's got that little... It's not like a straight line in between each point, so it's like a bulging star. Let's look over here first. Books of, quote, critical theory, unquote, on the monstrosities of capital and such. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. Do they? And we have ourselves a 9mm bullet. And a conceptualization jacket. A Saramiresian lounge jacket. Thanks for the conceptualization. It's better than my shirt, isn't it? Oh, my shirt is for physical instrument. Who doesn't... That's there, right? No, it isn't. It's... Oh. It's not too bad. My current shirt is for endurance. Did I lose health by... Maybe. Maybe I lost health. Well, I'll keep the shirt around. I like my yellow jacket. Shut up. Anyway. A flamboyant poster of a white star. Real lithography. I actually don't know what lithography is. Probably should. Did the lady go away? Or is she further up? I think she's further up. What do we have over here? Someone walking inside, rearranging the furniture. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything, but for the sake of thoroughness. Yeah, there's somebody over there. Do you see that? Yeah, I can knock again, though. Who is this? Oh, yeah, nobody. I don't wanna cause trouble. I'm your friend. Not your neighbor's friend, apparently. I stole all of his stuff. So, I suppose that's that. Let's look at what we have to do, actually. Let's see. The jam mystery. Find out who the lady driver is and where her lorry is. Buy fallen pants from Kuno. The track pants. Right. No, I don't need that. Open the apartment door. You have the key. The door is behind the greenhouse in the yard and a basement door. For Evrard. Yep. Let's get out of here. Wasn't there a better way? There was a better way. Let's go. I really wish you could move the camera around. Just make things a little bit easier. And off we go. Fantastic. So we're going to do that main quest for Evrard. That way we can go check on Evrard before the end of the day. And then after the end of the day, we come over here. Why? Oh, it's a timed quest. Maybe. I don't know what it means. So the door is behind the greenhouse in the yard. What does that mean? Is that the house over there? Is that green door over here? No, that's where it came from. I am very confused. Let's have a chat with Kunesi. She might know something or have something new to say. Swear at us, I mean.
Trying to sneak up on me again?
She doesn't say anything at me. I mean, she did say stuff at me, but she's very quiet today as well. So, this must be it. There we go. We got it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. So I have Mañana's key, which is great. I'm going to press my ear against the door. The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp. I'm gonna carefully knock. You knock silently, which is the thing. The upholstery muffles the sound. No response comes from the apartment. I guess no one is in, says Kim. He looks uncomfortable. You feel your eyes on you. A legendary success. Watching you from the windows overlooking the yard. Lieutenant, what is your opinion of this task we're undertaking? He says, let's be honest, this isn't what I joined the RCM for, but every day tells you something new about yourself, the lieutenant replies, still inspecting the padded lock. Apparently working with a local union boss to get info on an investigation is not something I'm squeamish about. So you don't mind if I unlock the door? I mind that a local thug is using the RCM for his busy work, but if this gets us to the bottom of the hanging, then I'm willing to look over it. On the other hand, he looks at the surrounding windows uncomfortably. We could just tell Evart we opened the door and leave. No one seems to be tailing us to see if we actually did it. Oh, they are. They are tailing us. Lie to Evart? That's also an option? Yes, says Kim. Presenting a fabrication is known to get results here and there. He crosses his arms. You took this task. You make the call. The door is right here. You can just open it and be done with it. Besides, a medium success on our inland empire. If you never open it, you're never gonna find out what's behind the door. Interesting. And it is important to note that the inland empire success before was legendary, but not there was a 14. So we're definitely doing this. Let's use Mañana's key to unlock the door. This is probably just a test. I don't expect this to have any consequence. Oh, it stopped raining and snowing and all that. You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling on the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. Well, buddy, says our suggestion, you opened it. No need to go inside. It would be rude. There's nothing else to do, that says our interfacing. Then leave and tell Evart. No conceivable reason for you to intrude on the premises. Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator, a fountain of quicksilver, says Inland Empire. There might be important information in the apartment. I mean, there might, says our logic. Everybody's very smart. Thank you, Furies. You're great. And I'm definitely going in there. I mean, of course we're going in there. Like, this is a let's play. Did Evart tell me not to do anything? I think he did, actually. There we go. So whoever is looking at us is going to see this. Okay. Got something up there. And it is magnesium. Don't do that. A small suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over. A book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks lies open. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag. That is maybe the country's flag? This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty. What's with the sun? This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is sevenfold sun miracle. Isn't there a flag like that? Honduras, I think? What's the sevenfold sun miracle? I'm going to ask my encyclopedia. It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag. It is but one of many challenging check for Inland Empire. One of many strange optic atmospheric phenomenon on this wondrous archipelago. You're sure you once saw sundogs in your youth and blue flares? Lieutenant, the old flag of Suzerain. He looks around in the apartment. The tenant is an old-fashioned guy. Or gal. I can bow down before the flag. Would that be the communist flag, I think? But, or maybe a sort of a symbol of communism, because that's just how it always is. being attached to old flags of countries usually tends to be more about being attached to the regimes that the country used to have, whatever country you're in. So it's not as clear cut as that. Sometimes some countries are more complex than others in regards to what the flags mean. But I think Ravachol was communist, and then there was the revolution where the moralists took over. Hmm. Don't bow to the flag. The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's a colorful fabric with a sun sewn onto it. Like all feudal flags, it looks like a children's drawing. Feudal flag? So it's even before communism. I mean, it could be the same flag, though. Could be, ooh, a new shirt. Could be the same flag. Communism could have kept it. For all I know. This is a Logic shirt. Instead of our physical instrument shirt. Sure. Absolutely. What do you have? Whoever lives here admires fair-headed fantasy heroes with big muscles. A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols, a broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others. Colonial mug collection. So this would probably be the fascists, maybe? Maybe. I don't. Considering what we heard of the communist regime that Ravachol had, it is conceivable that they were colonialists as well. It's also perfectly possible that we're saying colonies instead of federations, which is also a consideration to be had. The USSR was a federal. It wasn't a colonized. Well, I really am not equipped to talk about that, but it wasn't. It's not like people usually say that Russia colonized the other countries around that are now around Russia. But I have heard that take, and I can't say if it's correct or not. And I have also heard multiple times that there was plenty of disparity in the way the now non-Russia countries that were part of the USSR were treated back then, in comparison to Russia itself. But then again, the same can be said for parts of Russia even to this day. So it's very complicated to know. I'm thinking that this would be the more fashy things. So this is interesting. I can't really draw any conclusions for the moment, but when we talk to Evrard again, we might be able to know something. So, a dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols, and a broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others. Tap on the mugs. Would this be one? I actually misread that as I was rereading this. It's not take the mugs. It's tap on the mugs. I thought it was take the mugs, and I was gonna be like, I'm gonna have a collection of racist mugs, because I have the other one with I think it's a field of wheat or something. It's a worker in the fields. Yes, I think it's called the Yellow Man mug or something like that. I can't check my inventory from here. Let's tap on the mugs though. This might be something. A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. Well, they're colonial mugs, so I think the subtext here is relatively clear for me to know why I'm uncomfortable. The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures. What do I mean uncomfortable? The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much. Typical asshole. So what? They think they think what they want. This is a free world. And thanks, good to know I have no opinion on this. Okay, so it's basically the I was thinking about something I said last episode about this game. Or about what happened to us in I don't remember where it was, but we had 4 options and then a 5th option to just be the I have no opinion. But all of the options that are not the I have no opinion are very like well, these ones are actually a little bit more nuanced than the other ones were, but they're like very one way. They're not nuanced. This is what I mean to say. Like you just go that route and that's it. These ones are a little bit more nuanced than usual. But then again, maybe it's because there's only 2 options here. But I like that. I think it is a good thing to do that. Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe it's got to do with just how attached to tabletop role playing the authors of this game are and were during the creation of the setting and of the game. Because this forces you to role play a specific, it forces you to role play somebody who you're not necessarily that person. And that's actually very difficult to do in computer role-playing games. A lot more difficult than it is in tabletop, I have found. Because in tabletop, you're constantly immersed in your character. And in computer games, it's a little bit more detached. It's quite a lot more detached. You're more absorbing information from the game than anything else. And for me, as a Let's Player, it's even harder because most of the time, all the time, I'm playing myself. I'm playing Kernel RPG here. I am giving you my takes on things, not my character's takes. Whereas in tabletop, you're not, not necessarily playing you, when you go out a character, you're very aware of that. Of course, if you're that type of role player, that is. Typical asshole. This person is unhappy, says our empathy. Yes, because there are people of other ethnicities. He's just upset about that. The lieutenant picks one of the mugs up and then puts it back down with a look of disdain. I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment, says Kim. I'm gonna whip my yellow man mug out and compare. Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines. There's the missing teen soldier, says Kim, and he looks at the mugs next to each other. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash, and now they have drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say. Yeah, I'm thinking it might have been the. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the. This is the apartment of the hanged man, basically, at this point. And they're here, they want me to break in or something for other purposes that I'm not aware of. An interesting little clue, says our logic. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road. Yeah. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often, says our inland empire. That is true. I'm gonna do that. Do you really think it's the same man who put the dead man's clothes in the trash? For all I know, it's... Who knows, says Kim. For all I know, this might be misdirection from the game, by the way. The lieutenant opens his notebook. I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence. You could ask Evrard who this person is, says our logic, once you're done here. Yeah, I'm gonna move on from the mugs. Do I keep my mug? I'm not really sure where it is. I can interact with it. I want to get into that mug talk again. No, I don't. I'm fine without it. My god, those interact items. No, I guess that's it. Let's get out. Spend what, 5 minutes in here? That's fine enough for me. Hopefully. And hopefully we're not about to be ambushed or anything. I think we're good. Nobody seems to be around. Kunese might know something if she saw somebody go. No, she didn't. Okay. Let's see. So let Evrard know you unlocked the door. That is good enough. Let's do that. But I'm gonna do the traveling off camera because it takes a little while. So for right now, I'm Kernel RPG, and this has been Disco Elysium. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.